Joining us now is Captain Elkana Cohen. He is a reservist from the IDF Elite Commando Unit and the author of October 7th, The War Against Hamas Through the Eyes of an Israeli Commando Officer. The book will publish on October 7th, 2024. Now, good morning, Captain. It's really good to have you this morning. First, I actually would just like to get your reaction on this incredibly tragic incident. They were killed just hours before the IDF got to them, and 3 of them reportedly would have been freed in the first phase of a hostage deal. What's your reaction?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you for having me. It's sad. I can't even believe that we're talking about them as people who just got murdered. The 6 of them were alive just a few days ago, and it's heartbreaking. Their names was Ori Danino, Carmel Gat, Hersh Goldberg, Alexander Levanov, Almog Sarusi, and Eden Yerushalmi. All of them, they were great people. Everyone in Israel know their names. We prayed for them, and unfortunately, they won't be back alive. And I don't know. It just make me understand against who we're fighting for. We're fighting against cruel people that just want to kill as many Israelis as they can. Yeah.
Right, and I think we've seen this heartbreak really on full display on Israel's streets at the moment. But before we get to that, let's talk about the operation there. And as little as we know, I mean, there were hostage rescues before that. Based on your knowledge, what do you think was different this time?
I don't know, so I can speak just from what I assuming, but I think that Hamas realized that the IDF very close to them, and he didn't want to let the IDF and the Israel society to have such a important thing like bringing our brother and sister back alive, and they decided to kill them as well. Likely 2 days before they were brutally murdered, we were able to rescue Farhan, a Muslim guy who were kidnapped, a Bedouin who were kidnapped on the 7th of October. And everyone in Israel was happy to hear that he was rescued. But right now we are with the heartbreaking news, and we just hope to hear that all the rest of our hostages will be back here alive. And this is what we're praying for. And we hopefully want to see it fast as it can be.
Right. On that note, though, what do you think? Is that goal reachable, or is the government relying too heavily on the IDF to reach that goal?
I think that Hamas show its attention on October 7th. Hamas, the only goal of Hamas will be to wipe out Israel and to kill as many Israelis as he can. And unfortunately, we have to fight them. I know that we're trying to do lots of deals and agreement with the Hamas authority, but they rejected everything. They still rejected. They're using that as an like they trying to do some agreement with Israel, but the truth is they don't really want that. Everyone who went to the Gaza Strip realized that Hamas using everything that it can in order to kill as many people, as many Israeli.
So tell me about the crowds in Israel now then. There is a lot of protests going on. Major highways are being blocked, the airport as well. What are they asking for at the moment, and what is the emotion there?
I think people are frustrated. We all frustrated. We want our people back, and people try to do as best as they can in order to bring our brother and sister back. I do think that in this time we need to be focused about destroying Hamas. But I totally agree, and I understand what people are thinking right now. We want our government to protect us, and we just want to make sure that they're doing as best as they can. But right now, our goal, as it was before, is to destroy Hamas and to bring back our brothers and sisters, because we know that we cannot trust on any deal with Hamas. They want us to murder us from the first place.
So it sounds like many of the protesters are asking, or they want a ceasefire hostage deal. Do you understand this ask? And do you think because they want to use, reportedly, this moment as a moment of change. Do you think that this is possible?
I don't think it's possible because I'm not believing Hamas. Hamas will not take any ceasefire. And we had ceasefire. On 2005, we gave them piece of our land. We gave them almost huge part of the Gaza Strip. And yet, a couple of years later, they started shooting rockets at us. This is what they do. They don't really want peace. If you're going through their school, you see that they're educating their kids to concrete the entire state of Israel. They don't care about any peace treatment, and they want us to all to be dead. So forgive me if I think that I cannot trust the people that just wanted to murder me a couple of months before. And I think that we should fight them. And I think that the entire people and the West should understand that and support the Israel. And I really look for the support of the US government as well, because we cannot fight it by ourselves. It's not just Hamas, it's Lebanon, it's Iran, it's all the people surrounding us. And they have one goal: to illuminate Israel, to illuminate the West.
Well, Captain Elkana Cohen, thank you so much for coming on this morning and sharing your stance on this. I highly appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn.